Welcome to the update. I'm Eleanor Quirk. Police in South Australia are appealing to the public for help as they continue their grim search for the head of a murder victim. Former Beauty and the Geek contestant Tamika Chesser has been charged with murder after the discovery of her partner's dismembered body at their Port Lincoln home. Detective Superintendent Darren Felke says they want to bring some closure to the victim's family.
I can only imagine, and I want you to imagine, the grief this news is causing Julian's family. We want Tamika's movements for a range of reasons, and as I've said before, recovering Julian's head to return it to his family so they can have a funeral and lay him to rest is a really important aspect for us.
There are calls for urgent action to be taken to address the country's growing school attendance crisis. A report by Independent Schools Australia shows more than 40% of students are missing at least 1 in 10 days. ISA Chief Executive Graham Catt says intervention is key.
What a child might need who's having an occasional absence, we can be supporting them, we can be looking at what they need, what's causing that problem.
The US Supreme Court has issued a ruling reducing the power of the lower courts. The move will make it easier for Donald Trump's controversial executive orders to be implemented, which include ending birthright citizenship and axing diversity programs.
In striking down the excessive use of nationwide injunctions to interfere with the normal functioning of the executive branch, the Supreme Court has stopped the presidency itself. That's what they've done.
And restaurants in Victoria are threatening to close their doors in protest to a proposed ban on gas. Thousands of venues are planning strike action on a date yet to be confirmed over the state government's proposal to make all new restaurants, cafes and bars fully electric. Wes Lambert from the Australian Restaurant and Cafe Association is pushing for the mass one-day shutdown. He says if the plan goes ahead, it will drive businesses to the wall.
If cafes or restaurants are required at any point between now and 2030 or beyond to refit their entire kitchens, it could cost anywhere between hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars.
It comes as a proposal by the City of Sydney to phase out gas in new builds also comes under fire. Sport and entertainment are next. To sport, the Western Bulldogs celebrated skipper Marcus Bontempelli's 250th game with a 9-point win over Sydney. Coach Luke Beveridge praising the achievement.
It's great to be able to celebrate a win for a man who's just been such a trailblazer and a significant figure at our football club on and off the field. When you think of Marcus as an AFL sort of dignitary and what sort of person he is, and he's a once-in-a-generation type player, we pay tribute to him tonight. So I'm really glad for him that we could win and that he has a pretty sweet taste in his mouth.
And Sea Eagle Tom Trbojevic has silenced critics over his switch to the centres with a stunning performance in Manly's 28-10 win over the West Tigers. To entertainment, after making his split with Katy Perry official, Orlando Bloom is attending the wedding of Amazon founder Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez underway in Venice. He's one of a number of celebrity guests at the star-studded event, among them Usher, the Kardashians, Oprah and her best friend Gayle King.
I'm very happy for them. I'm very happy. They are very happy, and I think it's going to be quite the soiree.
And mystery surrounds David Beckham's health after wife Victoria posted an image of the soccer superstar in a hospital bed. Pictured in a gown with a sling, the post was captioned with "Get well soon, Daddy," but no details on what was behind the reason for the hospital visit. And that's the latest from the Nova podcast team. We'll see you again soon for another episode of The Update.